Cancer, welcome to March 2016. This is a wonderfully creative month for you. The focus is in Pisces for the first 20 days. Pisces is your sister sign, and it brings the action to your future vision, your truth, your wisdom, expansion of consciousness. So your creative juices are really flowing this month. Mercury enters Pisces on the 5th. Then there is a total Pisces solar eclipse on March 8th and 9th. It's also a supermoon, which makes this moon closest to the Earth and in direct alignment with the Sun and the Earth at the time of the eclipse. So this is the most powerful moon of the year. There's a following eclipse, but it's a penumbral on March 23rd in Libra. And so this is the only total eclipse this year, and it is also a supermoon, the first of 3. There'll be 2 more, one on April 7th in Aries, and then the third one May 6th in Taurus. And so this is a really powerful energy. For you, you come out on top with this energy because Pisces is your sister sign. It trines you, pours positive energy into your planets in Cancer, which is incredibly beneficial. Jupiter is in the area of your conscious awareness, your thought patterns, your day-to-day communication. So it's conscious awareness, and then Pisces is in the area of super conscious awareness. So your mind is incredibly stimulated here in March. This is a good time for you. And this energy is really lighting you up. It's getting your creative juices flowing. Now, I know some of you have been through so much with the Pluto-Uranus that you may even feel kind of battle fatigued. But you're going to get your mojo back here in March. And you're going to feel better in March. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, having a string of cloudy days and then the weatherman comes on and says, you know, but the sun's going to be out at the end of the week. You're kind of like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, you know. So it's okay. But the sun is shining on you in March. And it is your time to shine. And it is your time to be forward focused. Be focused on your future. Be focused on your vision. And with Pisces, you know, it's all about envisioning what you want to create, dreaming into reality what you want to see happen. And this is the time to do it. Now, this is one heck of a supermoon Pisces solar eclipse. Jupiter is opposing it, Saturn is squaring it, and Pluto is sextiling it. So Pluto in the area of relationships is sextiling this eclipse and trining Jupiter. So for some of you, you may be planning a trip, or you may be going on a trip. You may be going on a journey in March, or you're planning a journey, and you're getting help from other people to do it. You're getting help within the community to travel for work, or pleasure, or both. And this is really exciting. And balance is the key, right? You've got Saturn in that area of your health, your well-being, your vitality, your work habits, your health habits, your lifestyle, your service to the world. Saturn is there saying, you know, be practical, make sure that everything being promised is going to be delivered. And then Saturn's going retrograde on the 25th. And so that's when the guru goes within. Whenever a planet retrogrades, it gives you the opportunity to go back over your plans, to go back over what you're doing and improve things. So for you, it has to do with how you're working. It has to do with how you're taking care of yourself. What improvements can you make in the area of your health, of your well-being, so that you are making your dreams come true? Now, Mars moves into this area of work and health on the 5th of March. That's Sagittarius. So when it comes to your service to the world or your dharma in the world, you're a Sagittarian. And you're very dedicated to getting the word out. You're very dedicated to your mission, to your calling. And your calling is always your gifts plus your passion plus your values equals your calling. Everyone has gifts. Everyone has something they're really good at or several things they're good at. And when you put your passion behind it and add your values, that's what you're here to do. That's your calling. So Saturn's been in that area. Now Mars is in that area. Mars will be in this area until May 28th. Then he backs into Scorpio, which brings the energy back to true love and romance for you. And so this is the time to move ahead, though, because Mars is direct until April 17th. Then Mars goes retrograde, and again, whenever a planet retrogrades, it's about reevaluating your work. And I'll talk more about that in April, because you may be making some changes in your work in April, given that Saturn and Mars are both retrograde in that area. So there's something you want to change in your work or in your health so that you're living your best life. And I'll talk more about that in April. But here in March, it is, all about the creativity that's coming up in you. It's brewing now, and it's coming up and out as the planets move into Pisces. And so, I'm recording this in February 10th, and so you're not there yet, but you will be. And then, as the sun moves into Pisces, and then you have this powerful eclipse. Now, eclipses are major beginnings and completions. So there may be something you're finishing here. Maybe a project you're finishing, or something you're publishing, something you're marketing. But it has to do with conscious awareness. It has to do with your beliefs, right? We don't get what we want. We get what we believe. What do you believe is possible for you? What do you know is true for you? This is the area of what you know instinctually. Every atom, cell, and electron. It's like your body knows. You know. What is your truth? What is your wisdom? And this is all being lit up here this first 3 weeks in March with the sun and the moon is in Pisces, Neptune is in Pisces, Mercury goes into Pisces on the 5th, Venus goes into Pisces on the 12th, and all of that pours positive energy into sun in Cancer, moon in Cancer, rising Cancer. Any planets you have in Cancer are being lifted up now. You're being inspired. You're being encouraged. Creator is saying, go for it. Go after your dreams. Only you can make them come true. And focus on what's working in your life. Don't focus on what's not working. That only attracts more negative. Focus on what is working. Focus on what you have going for you, which is your talent, your ability, your wisdom, your knowledge, your truth, your skills to communicate. Jupiter is in that area, magnifying your communication skills. Virgo sextiles you. Pisces trines you. And so this is an opportunity for you to get published, get that website launched, get those songs written, get that movie produced, get that book published, get out in the community, spread the word near and far. You're to reach people not only locally, but all over the planet, all over the universe. Get in your rocket ship and go. Travel. It's good for the soul. It feeds your soul. Get out of Dodge. Go somewhere. Travel. Get out of your environment. Get a new perspective. And this will empower you as well. Now, the sun moves into Aries on March 20th, and you have happy spring in the northern hemisphere, happy fall in the southern hemisphere, and it's also International Astrology Day. Yay! That's right, Western astrologers, we begin the astrological year when the sun enters Aries, and we have spring equinox. That's our new year. That's our first day. And this is tropical astrology. And so this is so exciting. And now Mercury enters Aries on the 21st. Now Aries for you brings the action to your destiny in the world, your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. So things are really starting to climb for you. You're coming into a really strong time for you. First it starts in Pisces, where you incubate and think about, what do I want to create this year? What do I want to see happen in the next 6 months? What do I want to see happen, by the beginning of next year? Where do I want to be in a year from now? Think about that. You're planting seeds. Spring in the Northern Hemisphere is the time we plant the seeds, and then we see the harvest throughout the rest of the year, but especially in the fall. So what do you want to harvest this year? What are you planting in the springtime? Now, there is a penumbral Libra lunar eclipse on March 23rd. It makes it more partial, okay? So the only total eclipse we have this year is the Pisces one, and it's also a supermoon, which makes it incredibly powerful. So now you have the Libra energy going on for you, and Libra brings the action to your foundation. So, it's all about the relationship you're having with you, right? You're a Libra when it comes to your inner being, when it comes to home, right? And Cancer, the crab, carries his home on his back. So wherever you are, there's home. And so how are you taking care of you? How are you nourishing you? How are you nurturing your self-esteem? How are you building up your reserves, your emotional reserves, your physical reserves, your financial reserves, and so on? We have to have reserves because we never know what's going to happen. The universe can throw curveballs at us, and the next thing you know, we've got something to deal with. That's why we always have to have reserves, whether it's energetic, like do I have enough energy to do all these recordings? Do I have enough energy to work with everyone this week? Right? So you always have to have reserves of energy. Now, Mars, the planet of action and passion and desire, is sextile the moon and trine the Aries sun. This is very good. So the lunar eclipse itself is not being harshly aspected. Now, as the moon moves on, the sun moves on, they will have to confront Pluto and Uranus. And Venus is Libra's ruling planet, and she is in a tough position with Saturn. It goes exact on the 25th. And so we do need to look at that. Now, for you, it has to do with what you believe and what you know to be true and what you're doing in your work. So maybe there's something going on at work where you're not feeling as appreciated, or maybe you're not feeling as valued. You are not what you do. You are not what you own. You are a great spiritual being having this human experience. You're not human trying to be spiritual. You are spiritual. So think of it this way, is whatever the initiation is, maybe it's just to take better care of yourself. Maybe it's to just not be such a workaholic, not be so identified with what we do. We have a tendency to do that when we feel that we have a calling or a purpose. It's like I got to get this work done. I got to get these recordings out. I've got to, meet with 1 million people. But, the universe can be saying, hey, we want you to lighten up this month and have more fun. We want for you, Cancer, to be enjoying yourself more and not so focused on the day-to-day work and trudging away, but really let the inspiration fill you up and enjoy the warmth and excitement where your inspiration is taking you, because it is taking you somewhere. For some of you, maybe you're going somewhere tropical and you're going to be, swimming and, relaxing in the beautiful sunshine, and that warmth of the sun is just, lighting you up. For others, maybe there's some juicy project that you've just got yourself into that's really lighting you up and energizing you. It is believed that it's not how much sleep we get that makes us feel good, it's how inspired we are. And, I see something really inspirational coming in here for Cancer this month that's going to light you up in a way that hasn't been lit in a really long time. And it's about time that this good mojo makes its way in here this month for you. So I really like what I'm seeing here. Let those creative juices flow. Don't analyze it. Don't rationalize it. Just create it. Just create. Color outside the lines. Break the rules. Don't break the laws, break the rules. And let your spirit soar. Let your spirit climb. So for those of you looking for love, Pluto is in that area of relationships, but that has more to do with those of you that are already coupled. I'm not seeing a big focus going on there. Doesn't mean it can't happen. Love can happen anywhere at any time. I'm just seeing that you're really, inspired with what's coming in for you, what you're channeling yourself, what's coming in from your higher power, what's coming in from your genius. And that's taken over with you, and it's inspiring you, and it's getting you going. And then the focus moves on to your destiny in the world, your career in the world. So I'm seeing promotion here for you. It can be you're either moving up in what you're doing, or you're moving on from what you're doing. Some of you may be moving on. Eclipses are beginnings and completions. And so for some of you, you may be moving. For some of you, you may be moving on from what you're doing, or you're doing it in a new way. You're reinventing yourself. You're re-energizing yourself. There's tremendous inspiration in here for you to be creative this month, to put that energy into what your soul is creating and allow it to take you forward into the next several months. I'm not seeing any challenges to your money. Again, it's all about your spiritual growth, your expansion of consciousness, what you're doing with your own capabilities, what you're doing with your creativity, what you're doing with your mind. That's what I see the focus on. I do see a big focus going on with your spirituality, and that is really blossoming and growing this month, where you can feel, like you're having one-on-one conversations with Creator, and Creator is talking to you and telling you where to go and what to do. So you want to be listening. You want to make sure you take meditation time, quiet time, to hear your higher self guide you, because your higher self will guide you to the right places and the right people, exactly where you need to be, so that you are realizing this beautiful vision that's coming in for you, your future vision, your dreams, and let those creative juices flow. Is there anything you need to improve in your health? You're going to have an opportunity with Saturn moving in reverse there to look at, okay, what can I change on the inside so that I'm seeing what I want on the outside? We have to change on the inside first for the outside to change. We always think it's out there, but it's not. It's in here first, and then we go out. In, out. Inner being, outer world. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my podcast. Cancer, you're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And I want to say thank you for my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. Thank you for those of you that have been with me for a while. You make it all possible. And if you would like to work with me and have me take a look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below. You go to my astrology page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to focus on a new business idea, a new creative project, whatever you got cooking up, it's very easy. The link is below. You go to my coaching page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Cancer, go on a journey, go on a trip. Let those creative juices flow. It's going to be an incredibly creative month for you.